Guys, I'm repairing this lower unit. In the description below you will see the modification of this unit and also the link to the full procedure of repairing this one. I do this by the documentation, a kind of fresh documentation, yeah, and however I don't do this step by step. So actually I began from installing bearing in the lower unit, but then I come to the moment when I need actually some components, and the procedure of this housing assembly or rebuilding, suppose that you first assemble the clutch, it's here, then you assemble the prop shaft, it's here, also you install the race, it is already installed there, so, and then you assemble the bearing carrier, it is here. And finally, so all gears, reverse and forward, actually I didn't assemble them because I have them okay from my previous unit, it's there and here. And finally you come to the moment when you start installing the bearing to the lower unit. And it's done, and this is actually the beginning of the procedure of the main video where I show rebuilding of this unit. And because now, to continue, I need all this part, the clutch, the gear, the prop shaft, the bearing, I need to assemble them. And I decided to put it in a separate video, because that video about full assembly of this unit is quite long enough already. At this moment I understand it. And especially because actually these separate procedures about clutch and prop shaft and the bearing carrier probably will be interesting for some people, because it's often repairable items in this lower unit. So I hope you will appreciate it, like it, do your subscriptions to me. I also cover here the tools that you need and that you don't need, which is probably very interesting for you to do this job. So let's try. And guys, let's do the following, because I need to record this on 2 languages. I don't want to make it twice. It's not for entertainment, it's for myself. So I will show you the procedure with some music, and then the procedure of clutch installation and prop shaft assembly, and then we will go through the documentation and I will explain why I did so or so, yeah. Well guys, I soon rejected the idea about music on the background because I need to show you some things. Well, it's clear about this rod assembly: spring, washer, pin, yeah, and lubrication. It's all according by the documentation. The next is this dog clutch. Is it dog clutch in English? I think it is. So, and the spring. You have seen this spring. By the way, all parts are covered in another video. If I remember, I will put the link in the description. Otherwise, you can watch the same playlist where this video and see everything about this lower unit and all parts about the clutch disassembly. Yeah, so there. That's why I don't cover it here. As well as lubrication is covered in the main video about this lower unit assembly. So the complicated task is to preload this spring to here. It's also in the documentation. We will look at later. It's not described there, but it is preloaded here. Otherwise, you will get a big problem to set it later. But when it's preloaded here, you just slide it later to here. And I don't know any other tool than just the screwdriver and my fingers, and it was quite difficult. If you know the better way, I even didn't show you. If you know the better way how to put the spring here, let me know. It's very tough. Yeah. So okay, we did it. And the next is to put this on the shaft and align, yeah, the right alignment. It says in the documentation, yeah, but there is a draw, not this one, but this one. But the next is about the hole. Yeah, so, and look, it's not aligned. Yeah, you can see the hole, but it's not aligned. Yeah, it is not yet, and it is not yet, because it's actually here. Keep it in mind. So let's go on the next. So guys, the next was, yeah, it was done before. Then we put this comfort over here with lubrication. Don't worry, it can rotate it here. This, so it's okay here. We should now match the hole. Look, the hole here, there. Yeah, with the spring, with that one. And first you think, where is the hole there? But look, I just push there. Oh, sorry. Just push there, and you can see the spring. The spring touches the washer and the pin there, and you have this hole then. So the spring is the right length. And then we have, I lost it. Yeah, the hole here, and what we need to put this pin there, and then the spring. But in order to do this, you need some tool anyway to help this spring to go further there. I will try some way now. I don't know how I will succeed. I just remove it here and show you. Let's see. I demonstrated you all hustles on the high speed, so that because it's just about not having the right tools. There is a pin tool, so the idea there that you put this pin tool there, it is the right diameter, it holds the spring, and then you push it with that pin out. Yeah, and it has two flat surfaces, and they should be toward the spring. So the idea is like that. I will try to find some tool and do this job. When it's done, so it will be there, and then we put the spring. I don't show you this. I will try to do with some tools. So it's about the having the right tool. I don't have this tool, and I don't have the part number there. We will look at later. Well, guys, I finally did it with this two tools. Yeah, so you can see it's there, and that is now the movement, the locked movement. to shift into forward, reverse, or neutral gear, and it cannot fall out. Yeah, it looks like it can, but it can't, and it has this movement. Actually, if you want to know how it works, how you shift into gear, I have the top video that all people likes with that open lower unit, and I show you everything how it works. In case if you have a damage from the rock hitting, you probably can see how what happens and how you can repair. Watch in the same playlist was this video, and that is, by the way, because I hit the rock, then I cut this case and I cut it here. So I will use it because it doesn't interfere with the operation. I hope so. So, and yeah, everything in that video. Now we only need to put the spring here, and here is the warning about it, that coil don't overlap each other, and all other stuff we did according to this documentation. That is, by the way, the cross pin tool. Part number I will later check what is it, and probably I wish to have it. Here some warnings that don't apply this force to the shaft before it locked by the bearing carrier, and something else about spring overloading. Well, I don't even want to read because I don't want to overload anything, and you too. So let's put the spring and go on the next step. Well, okay, if you know the better way, let me know. Well, and it's exactly what is said there, that it overlaps. I just need to fix it. The next will be to assemble bearing carrier. So, and we can see here on the exploded view, it's bearings, one sealing and the last sealing. So that is the bearing from the previous one, and all sealing we always need new. So that will be the next one, and that is the next one. I don't remember part number of this, but I have video where I cover all part numbers for this low unit, so you can watch that video. It will be covered there. And we have then tools, couple tools, needle bearing installer, so, and another bearing carrier seal installer. Yeah, they are not so expensive, and I recommend them to have. However, in the video about full assembly of reassembly of this rebuild of this lower unit, I cover all the tools and I mark them as needed or not needed, and do it yourself. So this I mark as not needed because you can do without them, and even the manual says if service tools are not available, just follow reference dimensions. So you just install according to reference dimensions. That's why they are not needed, but they are very convenient. I will show you soon. And why do it yourself? Because you can do this. So these are tools. Yeah, one, second one. So you can do them. Yeah, it's not difficult if you know all these dimensions. Yeah, that's why they mark it this way. So, but look, this installer of the sealing, it's quite simple, but here you have holder for the bearing. Yeah, so you put it here. I will do this soon, you will see, and it stays there, and you just push, punch it, and it's installed on the right dimension. On the right position. Very convenient, very convenient. That's why I recommend to have them. So the bearing installation, it's covered here. It's quite simple. Lubricate outside diameter and install. Yeah. So and it says numbered end. Yeah, push against the numbered end. So the numbered end here, not here. Keep it in mind. So we put it this way. So I will do this. I apply Teflon and then I push it here. I will try to do this on this table. Terribly simple and not scaring. So very easy to use. The next step is install the first sealing, which is called smaller diameter oil seal. They just call it this way, but okay, it's about that one. It's really smaller diameter, yeah. So smaller, a little bit smaller, yeah. So, and it says here that we should apply Loctite, Loctite 271. Actually, all lubrication are covered in the video where I show assembly of the full unit. So why they don't say that you should first clean the surface? I will clean with some degreaser here and actually also there before I apply. Then they say seal lip should face away from the shoulder of the installation tool. So here we have that installation tool. Yeah, from that picture I understand that it should be faced this way, and the shoulder of the tool, obviously it's that one. Face away means there. What is the seal lip? Well, honestly, I'm not the native speaker, but I believe by logic that it is that surface and that it should be installed this way. So press the seal until installer tool's bottom. We will do this way. So I will clean here, there, apply Loctite and press it. And I again amazed about just a simple tool, yeah, and how easy it's to make. So you don't need to figure out what tool to use for the right diameter, what is the setting position, what is about the ball bearing there, because there is some spacing between them, yeah. So that is really awesome. Okay guys, the next is to install what is called the large diameter of seal. That one, yeah? So, and we come again across the seal lip. I had to Google what is the seal lip. You can Google too. When I Googled, I found that many people ask about where is the what is the right side. So seal lip, it's the surface that should be toward the a liquid that you seal against. I don't know if I said it correctly, but guys, there it was clear that this rubber side is what is the seal lip, and it's toward the oil, because that sealing is against the oil going out, yeah? So that's why it was toward the oil and face away from the tool. That's clear. But this seal is against the water ingress inside, so the seal lip should be faced to the water, and as it says here, toward the shoulder of the installation tool. But guys, what is the seal lip here? How do I know? When I watch this drawing, it's not actually clear. Yeah, so but it's easy when you see the lower unit out from the factory, that one, you can understand where the seal lip is here. So it should be forwarded here. Now I hope I help someone to realize the right position, so please give me a like and subscription, that's the most important. So the procedure is the same. I put this on this tool this way because it's, you can see this tool, yeah, and apply the thread locker. I will clean surface again and just punch it there. And I again enjoying the tool. Guys, buy it, it's worth. And that's it. I have the bearing carrier, I have the shaft, and now I can continue my work with this low unit. Watch the link in the description below. And guys, remember to like, do your comments, and especially subscribe. Thank you. Bye.